Hey everybody, welcome to this live summer movie draft update sponsored by me, the guy who does this in the purple shirt because it's summertime and that's what we do. Great to see you guys. I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. You got your cottages opened up, your boats in the lake, your bike rides, and maybe even a haircut. Anyway, like I promised the single viewer who's watching this right now, I'll do the numbers right at the top because I know you're all excited to hear how well you're doing. Starting from the very bottom, TJ is in last place with $494,000. TJ's got some movies that come out a little bit later, so hopefully he'll do a little bit better. We'll see how that all goes. Ninth place belongs to Corey with $6.9 million. Eighth place belongs to Ben with $8.4 million. Seventh place is Mark with $82.7 million. Sixth place is Aaron, our worldly traveler at this point right now. He's not even anywhere where he can see some of these movies. Aaron has $118.3 million. Let's see, fifth place belongs to Brian. She's fallen down quite a bit. Brian's got $123 million, give or take about even. Fourth place is me with $167.3 million. I had a big release that this past weekend, so we'll talk about that for a second. We'll see how much that changes. Third place is Sean with $205.1 million. Sean's not doing too bad, all things considered, since we don't really know what's going to happen. Second place is Jake with $222.2 million, just in time, which has made some money, but not quite as much money as what everybody hoped it would. And still in first place is Brittany. Brittany has $282.8 million, still crushing just about everybody in this entire competition with Captain America 2, Electric Boogaloo. In case you didn't know, we had two films open up this past week. There was X-Men Days of Future Past. There was also Blended. Dear God, please, why do we still have Adam Sandler movies? It made like $17 million, and that's just freaking crazy. Days of Future Past, on the other hand, made give or take about 100. Mostly meeting expectations. It was a pretty good movie. If you're into the X-Men movies at all, I'd highly recommend going to see it. It fixes all of the X-Men films backwards and forwards. So if you are interested in all seeing that, I highly be worth your while. But just keep in mind, once this movie happens, only First Class and Days of Future Past count. Just so that you're aware, and don't get too confused because there's a lot of jumping around. I also talked a little bit about Godzilla in the pre-show. Godzilla came out like 2-ish weeks ago. Godzilla made $100 million opening weekend, and then it pretty much got the legs cut off by X-Men. That's bound to happen when these big franchises come out back to back. Godzilla made about 50 mil, which isn't anything to really laugh at this past week. It's kind of going up and down. So we'll see how Godzilla ends up panning out. Overall, it's doing much better than what I think even the studio anticipated doing, which is pretty cool. So that's really good. And then the other thing I was talking about in the little pre-show thing was the fact that we really don't have any spectacular movies coming out for a couple of weeks. In case you're wondering about this weekend, Maleficent and A Million Ways to Die in the West opens up this weekend. That would be the Angelina Jolie, Disney, whatever movie. That one belongs to Corey. And obviously, A Million Ways to Die in the West, the new Seth MacFarlane movie, that one belongs to Mark. We've got Edge of Tomorrow, Fault in Our Stars, 22 Jump Street. I guess How to Train Your Dragon 2 is probably the next biggest movie that comes out. That's on the 13th of June. And then it's pretty much down to Transformers at the very end of the month on the 27th. That's probably going to blow up theaters, both literally and physically, with the crazy sounds and visuals that Michael Bay usually has. So anyway, if you'd like to keep track of how your motion pictures are doing, you can always go to bit.ly/WMSMD14. That'll link you to the document, which I try to update every couple of days. Sometimes I'm really good about it, other times I'm not. It all kind of depends on what's going on in my life. As always, I might get back to how we used to do these, where I actually edit the video. It's kind of, we'll see how it goes. In other news, well, there's no really other news. So feel free to hit me up at yssman.com for the Twitter. Well, not the .com on there, but you know what I mean. And then there's these YouTube things. Feel free to watch them, share them. It's just me in my purple shirt yelling half the time with weird haircuts and whatever else. So with all that in mind, folks, I hope you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of the week. See you later.